Oh, yes. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Big Bopper. Mama said she wants me to do a comedy act that's very, very clean with no vulgar language. And you know what? I'll do anything for Mama Bopper because she's my angel. She's the greatest thing in the world. And I have nothing but wonderful, glowing, joyful things to say about Mama Bopper. But she is a pill popper, though. Yeah, she's a big pill popper. I thought you should know. I call her Mama Bopper, the pill popper. I just speak the truth. That's all I do. She pops pills because she's very drowsy. She'll fall asleep anytime, anywhere, in any position. It don't matter. One time I seen her fall asleep standing up. She was on the phone with Grandma. Next thing you know, her forehead's against the wall and the phone hit the floor. She started snoring and she started falling towards the ground. Then she caught herself right before she fell. She's fun to watch movies with. When the lights go out in the room, so do the lights to Mama's brain. Oh, she falls asleep fast. Sometimes she'll be asleep before the end of the opening credits. True story, man. Then I start throwing popcorn at her head and everything. We have a wonderful time watching movies, me and Mom. No word of a lie. She fell asleep behind the wheel on Northfield Drive in Waterloo. She conked out right behind the wheel, man. Unbelievable. Funniest thing is she drove another 4 blocks and didn't hit a thing. Didn't hit a thing. This leads me to believe that my mother's actually a better driver when she's sleeping. Because when she's awake, she sees everything that scares her. Oh my God, the bus. Oh God, the kids are crossing the street. Oh, the truck's got to turn. What do I do? What do I do? When she's asleep behind the wheel, she's just chilling, man. She's just chilling. She ain't worried about nothing. She's a great driver when she's sleeping. She might rub the curb once or twice. Other than that, she's straight. She's got another addiction too. Facebook. Just like me, she's highly addicted to the Facebook. She likes all the games and puzzles. Her latest thing is puzzles. I don't know how she does it. She sits there, looks at 1,000 pieces of a puzzle, and she'll put it together in 2 hours. I don't know how. I couldn't even get the outside border put together. She was at her worst, though. Her absolute worst with the addiction to the Facebook games about maybe like 10 years ago. Do you remember this game called Farmville? Oh my God. Highly, highly addicted to the Farmville. I'd get up at 3 a.m. to go to the bathroom. There's Mom playing on the Farmville. Playing the Farmville at 3 a.m. I said, what the hell are you doing? She goes, I gotta plow my fields. I gotta plow my fields. If I don't feed my dog, he's gonna run away. Oh God, I laughed so hard. Then she'd always have to call me over to the computer to show all the upgrades she did to the farm. She'd be like, oh, look, here's my log cabin. There's the garden. I just got enough coins to buy a hot air balloon. She loved that game so much she would actually dress up for it. I saw Mama Bopper sitting there in overalls and a straw hat playing the Farmville. Another thing about Mama, she's got a very weak bladder. Yeah, she's got the bladder of a church mouse. Mom pees about 19 times a day. 19 times a day. She's got this funny kind of walk she does, like with her knees held together when she's got to go real bad. And that's when I try to make her laugh. Then she starts holding the wall and she can't even walk. She goes, stop, I'm going to pee my pants. Stop, I'm going to pee. The Mama Bopper pee-pee walk is the best thing you've ever seen in your life. The best is when she takes the dog for a walk. Yeah, she's always back in like 2 minutes. I got to pee. And you better not be in her way. She's thrown me out of the way because she's got to go. Then the dog's sitting there staring at the bathroom door. You know how they tilt their head? And you know he's saying, hey, what kind of a walk was that? I got to pee too, woman. Then you got my dad. My dad's a loner. One time I said, Dad, how come you don't have any friends? And he points at the dog. He goes, that's the only friend I need right there. That's the only friend I need in this world. He'll never talk about me. He'll never stab me in the back. And he'll never ask me for money. What do I need friends for? I got Toby. He makes a fair point, though. I have to say, he makes a fair point. Mom and Dad are my gold. Because I'm never going to have a wife and kids. I'm not really down for that kind of thing. Like, don't get me wrong. I love kids. I'm really awesome with children. I will be the greatest thing that ever walked into your child's life for like an hour, hour and a half, you know? Oh, God. I'll lay down in the grass. They'll climb all over me. I'll spin them around on my finger, play the airplane game, you know, we'll have a good time. We'll have a good time. But then inevitably, I get very tired and they get very fussy. And then I got to get the hell out of there. No, I got to leave the children behind. No, man, I can't take it. Hour and a half, 2 hours tops. Then I got to go. I should never be in charge of a child like 24/7 because I'll tell you the truth. I will duct tape a kid up and throw him in the closet if I need a nap. When you need a nap, right? Oh, and I'm not a good fighter. Like, some people think because of my size, whatever, maybe I look intimidating, whatever, that I would be a good fighter. No way. If a fight breaks out, I'm hiding, man. I'm not breaking nothing up. I'm not even getting close to it. I'm either going to make the popcorn and watching, or I'm going to hide. Not a good fighter. See, I'm very slow. I have absolutely no stamina. I have a very low pain threshold. This is not conducive to a winning fight strategy. If you kick me in the shin, I will curl up like a baby and cry for 15 minutes. That's what I remember years by now. I remember certain years just by like painful things that happened to me. 1997 was the worst year. 1997 was a horrible year. I stubbed my toe that year. It was bad. Oh, God. You ever stub your toe and actually wish you were dead? You just wish that you could die to get away from the pain? No, I'm so bad with pain. Like, little girls will stand there and carve me up all day. That reminds me, I went skiing one time, which is like something a big fat dude should never do. Yeah, I went to Mount St. Louis Moonstone, and I'm not good at that shushing, like side to side, you know, shush, shush, shush. Shh, I'm not good at that side to side stuff. So I kind of just tucked it and went. Then the balance goes, and oh my God, I had a horrible crash. Lucky no trees were around. I'd be like Sonny Bono. Actually, you know what? I'd probably be the reverse of Sonny Bono. I'd probably kill a tree. Anyways, I had a big crash, right? And my poles went one way, my skis went the other. I lost my mitts. My toque was off. I think one of my regular boots came off, for God's sake. The people on the chairlifts coming up gave me a standing ovation, though. They did it. They were very impressed. And then this little girl came out of nowhere. I don't know. She must have been like 7 years old. She comes shushing down the mountain. And then she stops and she starts giggling uncontrollably. She goes, "Are you having a garage sale?" And then she shushes away. Shh, 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 shh. All I could do was laugh, man. I got totally owned by a 7-year-old girl. So I don't go skiing no more. Being a big guy, like, you really shouldn't do very many sports at all rather than sumo wrestling. Like, I had to quit playing hockey. The Zamboni drivers petitioned against me. They said, "Bopper, we love you, bro, but we just can't fix ruts that big, you know?" Fair enough. Then I quit playing baseball. That was my own idea. I had to quit the baseball. I hit a line drive all the way, beautiful line drive all the way out to the fence in center field, and I got thrown out at first base. It was ridiculous. No, it was stupid, man. You can't even go back to the dugout after something like that. I just kept running. Like cold molasses. 3 minutes later, I made it to the parking lot, got my car, got the hell out of there. Never played baseball since. I played soccer goalie for a little while. My friends were like, hey, why don't you go out for soccer? You got to come out for the soccer team with us. I said, is there any positions where you don't have to run? They said, yeah, you can be the goalie, man. So I was goalie for a little while, and then they scored, I think the first game, they scored 47 goals on me. Apparently, you're supposed to dive and jump around and move around and try to stop the ball. I was like, no, I'm just standing in the middle. If it hits me, it hits me. Yeah, I wasn't a very good soccer goalie. Gymnastics. I tried gymnastics one time. That was ridiculous. There should have been a camera for that one. I was going to try the floor exercise. Sometimes you think you're better than you are, and you think you can do things that are like totally impossible for you to do. The reason I picked the floor exercise is because you can have your own music. Little Def Leppard, pour some sugar on me. Oh, baby, I get all fired up. So I took off from my first tumble. My original plan was to do a forward somersault into a round off and end with a double backflip with 2.5 twists. That was the plan. Somewhere along the way, like gravity and reality took over. That floor was like really bouncy and spongy, and I was tired before I even got to the tumbling part of it. So it ended up being a sideways trip with a forward face plant and a severe neck twist. I said, that's it. I'm not doing gymnastics anymore. I'm just going to sit on the couch with my pecan butter tarts where I belong. I was pretty cute in my skin-tight white unitard, though. They actually call it that. I looked it up, man. I always thought a unitard was like a mongoloid boy on a one-wheeled bicycle. Before I get out of here, I'm going to give you guys 10 more little fun facts about who the Bopper is as a person. I'm going to go ahead. I'll do it all in one breath, okay? Listen very close because this is kind of fast. I got more flow than Niagara Falls. My real name's Bob Seifert, 42 years old, live in Kitchener, Ontario, never been married, never had any kids, don't listen to rules and regulations, turn my nose up to authority, I try like a maniac, been fired from every job I've ever had in my life, and I got more addiction you can shake stick at. Woohoo! Yes. Play it back, rewind it, man. Just like an Eminem song, you're going to have to listen to that one again. Other than those 10 things, my life is picture perfect, though. Who am I kidding? My life sucks. My life is terrible. I've been fat and out of shape my whole life. I've been half blind since before kindergarten. I started balding when I was 17 years old, for God's sakes. And now the little bopper don't work so good at 42. 2 blue boosters to get a red rooster, if you understand what I'm saying. As if that wasn't enough heaping, piling mounds of monkey crap on my plate, God also saw fit to make me a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. Oh no. Oh, God. Being a Leafs fan is almost like a handwritten letter from God saying that nothing good is ever going to happen in your life. On top of that, I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. On top of that, I got a sister that's better than me at everything. She's smarter than me, better looking than me, a better athlete than me, far more responsible than me, and in a cruel twist of fate, she got more girls than me. I should have just sucked on a tailpipe when I was 17. You don't even know what pain is until your sister steals one of your girlfriends. I know. So don't kick me in the ass if you see me. Just say a prayer for me, okay? I am the Big Bopper. We're going to do it again soon.